Well, can I have a round of applause for the cast and crew of Fresh Air? Mr. Luke Bond, would you tell us about your film?
Well, I made it. It happened. I don't really know what else to say. You know, it took a year out of my life. We had a total of 6 days of shooting to get an hour of footage, so that's always fun. But as he said, everyone knows time and money. If you have time and you have money, then we could all be making The Godfather Part 2. But you know, we don't. They probably didn't either. They were just better at it than we are. But yeah.
So what inspired you?
Well, I come from theater, in case you couldn't tell from all the dialogue. That's where my heart is, and I felt frustrated with the theater scene and how, you know, if you don't have a star in your show or if you don't have a popular social media following, then no one cares. And I don't like selling my soul. It's not something I really have liked to done a lot in my life. So I wanted to tell a story, but then I knew all my friends and anyone who saw the movie would know, oh, if it's about theater, it's just Luke complaining about his life. So instead I made it about music, and then I thought, oh, this is a clever disguise. No one will be able to tell. And none of my friends are here because we didn't find out we'd be in this festival until yesterday. So they were all working. So I can say that without anyone figuring it out. Yeah.
Well, congratulations on an incredible chemistry of your cast.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, they're wonderful. Yeah.
And also, people with friends don't conquer the world because they have no reason to. That was fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
I have a question. Were they all your friends?
Yes, I only hire friends. I never hire strangers. No.
It felt like you guys were.
No. You only ever hire people you know, because I mean, then there's the problem where if there's a disagreement on set, then of course you lose them as a friend. But we're artists here, so who cares about friends? And you know, if you hire someone you don't know and they just randomly don't show up to set that day, right? I've been a part of too many shows and too many productions where someone drops out last minute, but when you have friends, then they feel obligated to come. And that's more powerful incentive than money, because I don't have enough money to pay them lots of money. So I just guilt them into being a part of my projects. Yeah, that's the secret.
Great, can we have a large round of applause for the entire cast and crew, whether they're here or not, for Brett. Jess, Nairobi? Jess. Did I say you right? No, really? Okay.
Yeah. It's fine.
So please tell us about your film.
So I directed this lovely film that Nairobi wrote, and when she first came to me with the script, there was just so many nuances that just you felt the life before the script, and I just really took to that. And so then Nairobi and Luke and I all worked together for a month, rehearsing and really getting the chemistry, really feeling it out, and making this wonderful thing with a great team.
Do you have any directorial influences that you'd like to tell us?
It's always such a big question.
I figured I was going to put one of you on the spot and I chose you.
Yeah. Sam Taylor Johnson, she directed Nowhere Boy, and it really is that. It's the story of John Lennon and him starting the Beatles and his history with his mother, and you can really feel the mother's life before the film and the real creation of that, and just having that family and that history coming to that pivotal moment, whether you see it or not, and within both films, in our film, in that film you saw it, but you have to earn it, and that's what I really liked about it.
Excellent. Nairobi,
Yeah.
do you mind me asking what inspired you for this film?
Yeah, I don't have any kids, if you're wondering. I am an active listener of the podcast Modern Love, and there was a podcast with the title A Second Embrace, and it was about a couple that were divorced because of a third party. Fast forward, they had kids, so they were co-parenting, and they decided to start dating again, and allegedly, I mean, as far as I know, they're living happily ever after. And it just got me thinking about what, other than a third party, can break a marriage, right? That a marriage that didn't fall out of love, like a widow. And I just thought, oh, what about if a couple doesn't have the emotional intelligence or the emotional capacity to survive a late-term stillborn? And that's how it came up. And then it was just about finding some humor and blah, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But that's basically how it was. It was a Modern Love podcast.
Very powerful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Where can it currently be streamed or seen, or any other outlets or venues?
Sure. It is not to be screened anywhere else right now. we are in the process, we're currently in the midst of all the submissions that I think everyone knows about, and we're just now starting to hear back from the festivals. So once we're done with the festival circuit, then we'll see what happens. Yeah, exactly, and then we'll release it or whatnot. But we're not going to release it probably for a while.
Fantastic. Can I get a huge round of applause for A Second Embrace? Does anyone have any questions or answers for our fantastic filmmakers up front? Do you need the mic?
Oh, broke. So I'm really curious, why did you go to desaturated look for the film?
Her life is bland, so I you know, it's any colors I wanted to pop, I wanted to really pop, and so the majority of it is desaturated. Yeah.
Anybody else? Get my workout tonight.
Can you just tell us the running time of all the films?
Mine's an hour and 1 minute.
Thank you. 12:38.
Between 13 minutes to 17 in the general ballpark.
17 minutes and 51 seconds.
I mean, it's funny because I'm actually a producer also and I don't know this information.
We got room for one more. Anyone? Anyone? All right, well, can we have one last round of applause for this fantastic cast and crew for Broke, A Second Embrace, and Fresh Air.